go. Let's do this again, Patricia. Remember we did that? We had her across the cage.
I know.
We had our arms around the cage and said, that dog's not going nowhere.
That's right.
It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much.
No.
I mean, it doesn't.
It really didn't.
No.
No, that's true.
It's okay, Brindy. It's okay, sweetheart. Look at this. Look at this submitting right now. Look. Always feels so good. It's good. Beautiful markings, Adala, eh?
Yeah.
He was this little one I saw. Oh, he's a
Little seagull.
He's the seagulls. Oh, he's still peeing.
Yeah, he's scared.
You're coming to Canada. Off to Canada. It's a Potcake to Canada. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
One dog, I think.
Yeah, that's the one.
1.6.
It's a little.
One over there.
One?
Yeah. 3.9.
This is dead.
Yes, very dead. Oh my gosh, look at this dog.
And then it's. And it was 4.6.
Hey, buddy.
4.7.
Like no hair. I have food in the back. Should we get out? There you go, sweetie. Come on. Come on. Come. Come.
Hi, we're with the Bahamas Humane Society. We're just asking some questions in the neighborhoods about animals.
Yes, I have a dog.
What's up?
Decent, yeah.
Is he fixed?
No,
No. Do you want him fixed?
no. Actually, I'm trying to get another dog that's either cow mixed with a shepherd or Rottweiler.
And what would you do with the puppies?
Well, depends on how much it is. I'll probably keep two and give the rest away.
Because
then
you know
probably-
there's a
that's
lot
always
of
a last resort.
unwanted animals. So that's why we're trying to focus on spay and neuter. Okay, so let's get your information. Because what we're doing, we're bringing a group of international vets in January. And we're going to do a blitz on the whole island of about 2,000 animals. And really help control the population, and then the people's own dogs will be healthier because of that. You know, there's a lot of bonus.
If he breeds with another dog and keep two of the puppies, that means you have to find extra food. That's extra expense on the family. What we've noticed happened is the past 2 to 3 years, people have been just abandoning these beautiful dogs because they can't afford to take care of them. So you got to look at a long-term situation. If you have one dog that you've effectively keep healthy, that dog is going to be with you 14, 15 years.
And did you know that dogs do not have sex for pleasure?
Okay.
There's
Well, we
no
learned something.
there's no pleasure, right? So
something.
really he's not missing out. You're not taking anything away from him by neutering him. He wouldn't bark all night. He wouldn't try to get out of the fence. You could let him
Be more
you know, he would
protected.
protect your whole house. He would be a much better dog.
The reason why Operation Potcake was so important is that in the Bahamas we have many thousands of roaming and stray dogs. And the only effective way to reduce the population, as we all know, is through spaying and neutering. So it was with a lot of excitement that I hooked up with Emma Clifford of Animal Balance, and we were able to form a coalition with Animal Balance and the Bahamas Humane Society to start with, and I then invited all the other animal groups of the Bahamas to join us in what became a huge endeavor to reduce the numbers of unwanted and stray animals on the island of New Providence.
Take that mess from off the wall. Give that baby back its ball.
Not me.
I'm not on the Operation Potcake, but I put a lot of money into it.
I'm Joanna. This is my 4th Animal Balance campaign. I've been around the world with them, and very much looking forward to working here.
So we're here in Gambia, and we're just walking through the town, seeing all the townsfolk, and it's, Operation Potcake is going to be in full gear. This is before it all starts, but on Thursday and Friday we're looking forward to it. And if you see here, just looking around the whole village, we do have a lot of stray animals, a lot of dogs especially, and so we're going to be rounding them up and spaying and neuter them so that we'll be able to combat the population problem. So Operation Potcake, here we come on Thursday and Friday. This is a male.
It's a lot of work.
You want to see by a car? If you had a gash, we just take him into the clinic right away.
And if you can't be nice to him, maybe you can't be nice to a child. And the child will grow up not understanding how important kindness is every day.
Get involved, get involved. Get involved.
Operation Potcake!
Get involved, get involved. There's no way to get involved. Get involved, get involved.
Crazy blocking.
But you don't want to see any swelling on the incision. Just keep an eye on that. Yeah, just keep an eye on that, or any bleeding or anything. Or if they start to shiver, maybe like tonight or tomorrow, then you probably just have to, call the Bahamas Humane Society and they'll talk to you.
I think she's scared. That's what.
Yeah. Sometimes after the anesthetic, they shake.
Yeah.
People do too.
Would that work? He didn't get trying to take it from her. Thank you.
The volunteers have come from, I think it's 5 or 7 different countries. We've had over 100 people come in from abroad to help with our with spaying and neutering. It's just been absolutely amazing to see this sort of support. And then also locally, we've had so much support, local volunteers, local businesses, private donors. Everyone has just come together. We've had restaurants donate food. We've had wholesale companies donate a lot of stuff. It's just been amazing how many people have stepped up to help.
The dog were female. Boy, you really love that dog. I must say. shop. Question.
What was it? That's it. Marshall.
Gang behind him, he ain't fucking off the mother.
On a vacation.
Y'all have all the dogs? Y'all have all the dogs?
We do have all the dogs. But then we bring them back. We fix them. We vaccinate them. They're gonna look new. They're gonna feel better.
Then Nixie gonna bite me on my eye. Stop for one touch. She bite me on my eye too.
You don't have to slap them. We want to treat them kindly, right? And then they'll be kind to you.
It's so important to educate the children to really instill a culture of compassion and responsible pet ownership, to know that these animals aren't to be feared, but they're part of their community, and they really can play a very integral role in the lives of these people in the community.
Doug, we need one more.
Honey, like this old woman here like this. Listen.
Honey.
I want another one there.
I don't know how they're gonna ID these.
The street dogs are somewhat scared of people, and they're fairly aggressive, especially when they're scared and they're trapped, but they're actually really nice dogs, and especially the dogs that actually have had some socialization, they actually behave very well. They're really nice dogs, so it's been a pleasure working with them.
You come from?
Bend, Oregon, the United States. This is my third trip down to work with the Bahamas Humane Society and also the Bahamas Veterinary Association to actually make this all happen.
It took so many different people at so many different levels. The Deputy Prime Minister, the Honourable Philip Brave Davis, was of great support to me from the very beginning in every way, whether it was customs, whether it was immigration, extremely helpful in getting temporary permits for the foreign vets to work here. It really took a nation.
Things are going very well. Yeah, we've done that many dogs in the last one day, and we've already started on today's crew. I'm just about to add that up and find out exactly how many we had.
My name is Emma Clifford, and I'm the founder and director of Animal Balance. In 2011, I met Kim Ariner, the director of the Bahamas Humane Society, after I'd made my speech. And she approached me and she said, "We really need your help in the Bahamas. Is there any chance at all that you could come to the Bahamas, do an assessment, and see what Animal Balance needs to do to put together a big program?" So the amazing local volunteers coordinated all of this, and for 3 or 4 months earlier in this year, they were driving around and literally every time they saw a dog, marking it on a sheet and marking the location. So visually, I could see where the high density areas of the Potcakes were. And so what we did was we split the island into 5 zones and then put our clinics as close as we could possibly get to the high density areas of the Potcakes.
going really, really amazingly. Very proud of my Bahamian people and, of course, all these wonderful, amazing people that came here to help us with our country, benefiting us, people and our animals. Very important.
So we're doing two things which I can show you. So this is a green tattoo. So we'll glue it shut, but over time that'll stay there. So people will be able to identify the spayed dogs by this green tattoo. The other thing we're doing for some of the not as tame dogs is we're marking the tattoo. So we're doing little scores in the ear like this. And that way if it's a wild dog, you can see from far away.
Collective. It's Carolyn, it's Linda, it's Vicky. And compassion is so important to the process. We have to be compassionate in terms of how we explain and change the mindset.
All the dog people here and the animal lovers here know each other, so we share information all the time anyway. And so once this project came on and they started looking for people to volunteer, very easy to do that.
That's Kevin's. Kevin made it. That's a plug for, she wants me to lift it. Voila!
I want to leave now. Get that early because it's going to be gone.
I'll line them up here a little bit better. Can you get my gloves? Yeah.
Everything is going splendidly. It's properly organized. We're getting things done, getting lots of dogs healed and ready to go back out there and take care of the Bahamas.
We've made a professional trapper out of a life and key gal.
That's right. Oh yeah, she's a professional now.
Boy, from now on, when she gets dogs on her property,
oh yes,
she ain't gonna call the Ghostbuster. She can bust them herself.
So this area is an area that we identified as a feeding station where we can bring dogs into one central area, which makes it much easier for us to trap the dogs. There's a couple of things we do is we use consistent food and we always feed on white paper plates. And so it's basically we're training them to associate the white paper plates with food. And we set out scent trails where we mix dog food in with water and we dribble it down towards the roads and across paths that we know that dogs are going to walk across, and then they smell the scent trail and then they follow the smell up and that leads them into our traps. So basically he looked like a trash pile and things he was used to seeing, and he just went right. Our team's already been working since about 12:30, getting ready to get all the gear together and set the traps, and so they'll work till midnight tonight.
Shopping?
I spoke like a riddle.
Hey, what? Mail.
To get him in the truck. My head ran away and then my heart, the whole caboose fell apart. I didn't notice I was gone. now. There is music, there is light, and there is laughter, there is sight. I am new and I am strong. Ooh, free me, scrub away my callous thoughts, release me, clean me. There's water in the
We're coming down to the final stretch, the last day, but it's been an amazing campaign. I'm so pleased with how everything's come together. I mean, working with the talent that we have here, we have probably the best assembled team that I've ever worked with, from spay and neuter professionals from around the world, from trapping people to the great recovery crew and the technicians. It's just been a phenomenal project.
It was something true. I'm standing naked in the rain. Ooh, free me, scrub away my callous thoughts, release
Another thing we've done is hopefully shown all the animal welfare community here on the island that this is possible, and don't be afraid to just jump in head first with a little pre-planning and do good things.
beginner's mind will see that there's a forest
Your dog?
Ah!
Yeah. That's a good thing. Clean them all up, you know? Okay.
She's already been medicated today. This is an anti-inflammatory, not for humans, only for dogs. And this is an antibiotic, not for humans, only for dogs. So tonight, not very much food, just a little bit of water. Keep them quiet. Okay, do you have any boy dogs at home who aren't neutered? Good. We want to keep them away from other dogs for a while. All the information's on your instructions, okay? And if you have any questions, there's a phone number there you can call at any time in the next 2 weeks.
Well, now we obviously want to continue spay and neutering in the Bahamas on a big scale. But what must happen is, once we do this, owners must become responsible and realize that if we are able to go to a small island and spay and neuter all the roaming dogs so that we don't have any more unwanted puppies, and then somebody brings in 6 dogs that have not been spayed and neutered, in a very, very short period of a couple of years' time, you will have a dog problem again. So this is an ongoing concern, and one that the whole country has to take very seriously.
The voice will shake you in and out and leave you empty as a midnight scrub away my callous thoughts, release me, clean me. There's water in the creek, and I will wash away my sad defeats and start this all anew.
He's such a waggy. When we found him on Friday, we couldn't see his eyes, but he's doing much better now. I mean, he was just standing in the middle of the road, but he was wagging his tail. So we scooped him up, and we were all teary because we thought we were going to have to put him to sleep, but we were able to get him, you know, eating and drinking, and he's just doing a lot better. So he's going to be fine. He has no heartworm, no ehrlichia, which is amazing. But he's our mascot here at Camp Road now. It looks like all of this will be black. We could name you Spot. Oh.